chances that I missed. Some I held, some slipped away. One street over where my memories exist. I wondered what would change, I really couldn't say. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I had today. Times gone by, I've traded blackbird into clay. I thought my memories would end. One street over's now 1,000 miles away. When I close my eyes, I'm back to where I've been. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I had today.
Oh, hello. This is 1100 WSGI. I'm Utah LaVern, and yes, this is One Street Over. What's going on, y'all? One street over from where you live in here in Robeson County. Oh, it's just so wonderful. Ben, I was talking to Lucy. Lucy Allgood is here with me, and she is representing the White House Chamber of Commerce because Mandy's off doing whatever, taking a little summertime off, and your cohort is at church camp,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So I was talking with Mandy. We always have the first Tuesday is when we like to just kind of check in and see what's going on over in the White House area because there's so much going on in White House. And so she said that you would come in. Now we're going to get Mayor John Corbitt on the phone at about 7:35 to kind of get an update on those things going on. Jerry's done. I mean, he's not officially done yet, but he's got just weeks left. And I remember I asked him last month, I said, well, I guess I'll see you one more time. He goes, nope. He goes, nope, I'm going to let somebody else do it. He's got, I mean, and that man has served a lot. So God bless you, Jerry. We had a lot of fun visiting with you, but he's like, I'm out. So, but Mayor Corbett's going to step in, and we're going to get him on the phone here in just a moment. But everybody's kind of in that summer mode. I'm definitely dressed down because it's summer, man. Mm-hmm. I don't have to get up and do all the school stuff, Yeah. So I am loving doing this and just kind of checking in. But I got work to do on my house. We're doing house renovations and painting and staining and doing all the things. So we've got that going on. I do want to, I mentioned this yesterday, but I'm going to mention this again. If you've not been to our new Capitol Theater, oh my goodness, we are so excited about it. I went and went with the family on Sunday to celebrate our 4-year-old's birthday. Miller turned 4, and we went and saw Minions. And I love that. I mean, we're just a good family-friendly theater, and they're just, who knows what all they're going to do there, but it is all exciting, and it is absolutely beautiful. And this popcorn bucket, you can get it for $25 and then a $5 refill for the rest of 2026. How about that? So that's a pretty awesome deal, and I just want to feature that and say get to the theater, take your kids to see Minions and Monsters right now. I don't know what's next, can't wait to see what's next, but I will be there a bunch this summer. Oh, and also too, we had Danny Ashley was in yesterday, and we also had, of course, I'm blank on her name all of a sudden, but we had our director of music for the play that is coming in, and this is, of course, Making Hands. And if you're wondering about that title, it means it's something to do with the tobacco. Whenever you would, strip tobacco, you would make a hand of tobacco. And that is what that is about. But they came in yesterday to talk about the Bell Stewart. And the play is opening Friday. And this is all about Robertson County. If you are anything to do with Robertson County, you need to get to this play. But it's going to be on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The play on Friday and Saturday will be at 7 p.m. Then they have a 2 p.m. matinee, and then the same thing next weekend. But they are going to do a ribbon cutting on the renovation of Innovation Academy's theater, which is the historic Springfield High School theater that's been redone at 6:30. They did a big, the renovations on all that. They're going to do a 6:30 ribbon cutting on Friday. And so my plan is to be there for that, and I hope you'll join us. It's going to be exciting, but that's just some little business we need to take care of. But I know we need to talk White House business. How did your 4th of July festivities go?
It went really good.
Y'all were the ones who didn't have the bad weather.
Yeah.
Everybody who did it Friday had problems, and unfortunately,
it caused a lot of people to come to ours, which we weren't mad
Y'all
about,
were packed.
but we were jam packed. But it was a really good turnout, and I think that the food trucks were really successful.
I know they were thrilled. Yeah,
we had 33 of them, and they all probably got all good business.
Yeah,
but it was a really good show. All of the people who performed were really good.
So it was just we had storms come through on Friday. I was working with Cross Plains at their event, and it just as we were about to take the stage, we just got
Yeah.
And what do? And you just do the best you can, and you adjust and move on. But I know that the fireworks for Springfield were delayed on Friday, but they did happen, and they said it's absolutely spectacular.
Oh yeah.
But I'm glad y'all had a good gathering, and we got through the birthday, and I hope that everything that you did for the 4th is really just the start of celebrating just continue on that celebration of our 250th birthday. As we get back to school teachers, man, let's talk to the kids about the history. Let's talk to them about the significance of it. And let's make, if you've not been doing that, tie it in some way. Now, tomorrow we're going to have a special reading of the Declaration of Independence. It's something to do with Daughters of the American Revolution. And they'll tell you about that, but that's going to happen at 7. And then we'll have StayPositive.news come in for the second half of the show, or anyway. Tune in for that tomorrow. But all the good things. I'm so glad your event went well. But what do you have coming up? I see the farmers market shirt.
Oh yeah, we have the farmers market every Wednesday. It got canceled last week or the week before or something for heat.
Oh, okay.
But we are back and ready to go. And the farmers market is always a good way to spend your Wednesday night before church night, obviously.
Absolutely.
But just stop by the farmers market. It's 3:30 to 7 every Wednesday at the White House Park over across from Sonic. And there's a lot of great vendors, and it's just a really fun way to get your family together and go buy some really nice food and stuff.
Absolutely.
And it's just a really good experience. Okay. You just get to meet so many cool people. I think it's really fun.
I love farmers markets.
So fun.
They're just neat. Do y'all have a baker? Do you have somebody that does sourdough bread and all that?
We have 4 of those.
Oh, yeah. I love that. That's one of my favorite things.
They're so good.
One of my favorites for sure. But so get to the farmers market. Tell them again when that is that they can go.
Every Wednesday night, 3:30 to 7.
Okay.
At
3:30 to
White
7.
House Park.
Okay, and again, church night. I love that you added that too.
Had to say it. We talked about it
Absolutely. So keep going. What else have you got going on?
Okay. So Mike Gaines State Farm Annual Back to School Bash is Thursday, July 16th from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. and it's the White House Splash Pad. And they're giving away free backpacks. They're going to have food, and there's going to be giveaways, and it's just a nice way to kick off going back to school, even though we don't want to, but we have to. And Shaved Ice by Elvis is going to be there. So
that's fun. And everybody's starting to talk about the back to school stuff because we're 4 weeks. 4 weeks from today, actually. I think it's 4 because the teachers are back. We're 4 weeks from yesterday for our teachers in service. So yeah, you got 4 weeks, y'all. Come on. It's okay. When y'all's fall break, because are you in Sumner or Robertson? Or
Sumner.
So you're in Sumner. Do you guys get 2 weeks for fall break? Or
No, we just
one?
get a week.
Just like us,
Yes.
So, but I know some of you crazy folks get 2, but they end up
know.
going back to school about a week earlier.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I don't
You
wanna do
get
that.
it somewhere. You got to give it back somewhere. So, okay, keep going. What else you got?
Okay. Well, actually, talking about Springfield, she wanted me to talk about Red, White, and Bloom, the Sunflower Festival that's July 10th, 11th, and 12th at Red River Farms.
Yeah.
And tickets are required in advance. Admission is $15. And if you want
It's
more,
beautiful.
I'm thinking about going. I didn't know about it until she sent this to me.
Seriously?
But it sounds,
Oh, it's
I've never heard of
beautiful.
it. But I was like,
it's
that's
neat.
so cool.
It's very neat. It's very neat. And it's something that if you talk to them at the farm, they, grew some sunflowers for somebody's I think it's like a relative's wedding. It may have been their wedding. And it just kind of started an idea and it just became bigger and bigger and
That's
bigger.
so cool.
And it's a lot of sunflowers, and you can go and pick them and you pay so much to get a jar
Yeah.
full or all. It's really neat. It's a neat event for us here in Robertson County. So very good.
Well, I'm excited. Oh,
And keep going. We're talking
okay.
with Lucy all about things White House Chamber. So keep going.
so Music Under the Stars. Our next one is July 31st at 6 p.m. at the White House Amphitheater.
Okay.
It's Here Come the Judds. It's a tribute band. And we're going to have food trucks. We have games. It's just a lot of family fun. You get to listen to live music. There's like giveaways and stuff. And our last one, it was last month. I don't remember what day, but it went really well. It was a Jimmy Buffett tribute band.
I love it.
It was so good. And we had a really good turnout.
I'm excited. Here Come the Judds. That's excellent.
I'm
I'm a
excited
big
too.
fan of the Judds. So that's cool. Very cool.
I told my mom and she started singing one of the songs. I was like,
yeah.
yes, now you
Yeah.
got to go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's-
We all love the Judds.
Yes, they're so fun. And it's just, I recommend coming out. I mean, it's free and live music. It's a good way to spend your Friday night.
Okay.
Okay.
And keep going.
The Investor Luncheon is, hold up, let me pull up the document. It's coming up featuring a state of schools. So it's Dr. Scott Langford and Dr. Danny Weeks. It's August 18th. And it's, they're giving us update on the school system, and it's catered by Boom Boom Q, which if you haven't had it, really good. And it's held at the City Hall Community Room.
And it's time, and you have to. If you're new to the area, we have both districts represented because White House is split down the middle, half in Robertson and half in Sumner. So we have both schools represented. And when just like you hear from our county mayor, Billy will go up there and talk and do things whenever y'all have special events. When you have your county mayors coming in, Mr. Mayor Corbitt, though, he's city mayor, right?
Yes, he's city
White
mayor,
House city mayor. So we'll be hearing from him in just a moment. But keep going. What else have you got going on?
Okay, I just want to repeat that's Tuesday, August 18th at 11:30. Okay.
And that's the state of the schools.
Yes.
State of the schools. Okay. And keep going. What else have you got
Okay.
going on? And in just a second, we'll do a break and then we'll reset and get kind of keep going with your schedule here. This is the White House Chamber. Mandy Christensen usually comes in, but she's taking a little summertime off. So Lucy is filling in beautifully for her. So what you got next?
Okay, so Thrive is a women's luncheon, and it's Tuesday, August 11th. It's just a really fun afternoon that's for women to be empowered. Whether you feel like a leader, a dreamer, a doer, or all of the above, the event is a space to connect, to inspire, and feel inspired. And we have guest speaker Nikki Burdine, I believe is how you say it. And so also, if you want to go in and register, or you can nominate someone for a Thrive Leadership Award, someone that you feel is an amazing woman and that needs to be recognized.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Do you have a deadline on when those nominations need to happen? And what is the date on that again?
It's August 11th.
August 11th that you have your Thrive dinner and then you'll do those awards.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know
All right.
when the deadline is, but
I would think if you've got somebody you want to recommend for that, you need to do that super soon because that's coming up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So
And all the information is on our website, so if you
okay.
go ahead and check that out. So our community enhancement project that the chamber recently completed is installing free Wi-Fi at our White House soccer complex. So we got to test that out at our at Americana Fest because it was at the soccer complex. And it was a partnership and collaboration with Cumberland Connect to make Wi-Fi more accessible to our community. So it's free Wi-Fi. As soon as you get on the ground, you can just...
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's real. It was
Works
really
really well.
convenient. Yes, especially for our vendors and like people who were trying to take videos of the festival and stuff.
for
It was
sure.
really nice.
Love Cumberland Connect.
Who doesn't?
I know.
They do so
It's
much in our
so
community.
nice.
I really love them.
Well, and I'm just a little. They sponsored the show for a long time, and they are a game changer when it comes to. We'll maybe talk a little bit about that in the real estate market because it changes your property value. Because so many people work remotely, and if you don't have a decent internet connection, they can't work remotely, and people need that. So, man, we appreciate you, Cumberland Connect, just for the record.
Yes, we do.
So, keep going.
Okay, Witt's Frozen Custard. I think we talked about their opening
Yes.
last time we were here.
I didn't get there. I tried really hard, but I ran out of time that day.
That's okay. That's okay.
But it looks wonderful.
It is really good, but they're now fully open and serving frozen custard, and they're in the public shopping center. I went for the family and friends thing. I went for the ribbon cutting, but I'd like to say that I've been multiple times outside of work too. It's not just a thing.
So you're saying you frequent?
I frequent.
Okay,
they know
I
my
get it.
face in there.
That's great. That's great.
But they're really good. So
Yeah. Custard's
I
just,
recommend-
I don't know. It's just something special.
I know.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I do
So I've
too.
got to get in there too.
Especially when it's so hot outside. I love it.
Yeah.
It's-
We were just a little short on time because it was the soft opening day
Oh,
that
yeah.
we were in town. We were getting ready to leave on our mission trip, and so
Oh,
we were just
yeah.
hustling and bustling and trying to get it all done, and didn't quite make it in. But it's on my hit list. I'll get in there before the summer's over for sure.
yes, you definitely should.
Looks wonderful. So congratulations on your opening. Go ahead.
Longhorns is over there kind of close. It's in front of Publix, closer to the park area in Walgreens. They're planning on opening in early September. So that's coming up. If you drive by there, they actually look like a building. So
Yeah, the Longhorn Steaks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, those are popular when
I
they
know.
get that open. I mean, it's
it's
going to
be really busy.
Yeah, it's going to be super busy, and that's going to be the hot spot for a while for
Yeah.
sure. Everybody's going to get there. So I tell you what, let's pause for a second. Let me do my break. I want to talk. I mentioned the thing about the having proper internet. It is a game changer when it comes to home purchasing. I have those conversations with my kids. Are all. I'm trying to get one of them to move back to Robertson County, and having proper internet services is a must. And we have that, now because of Cumberland Connect, and we are so thankful. But when you start talking in those terms, one of the first things you got to do is you got to know, how much home can I buy? And that is a question that you need to reach out to Chris Armentrout and the professional, experienced loan officers at Valor Mortgage, and they can help you out. They're going to look at your situation, look at your budget, see what your life goals are, and they're going to find a mortgage solution to fit your life and how much home you can buy. That is critical. I've talked to people who have bit off more than they can chew, and that means you didn't have a mortgage company that really cared. You were just a number. You don't want that, and you will have neighbors working with you if you reach out to Valor. They have an office right in downtown. We like to say just a couple of doors down from the theater, but Chris will tell you, get an appointment because they're out and about, because they'll have appointments in the office and then they'll go out and meet with people. But they are there to serve you, and they can help you make sure that you get to that closing table, whether it be a VA loan, a VHA loan, conventional, jumbo financing. They have the tools to get you to the closing table, not just in the business of mortgage. They're in the business of making home ownership possible for everyone, whether it be your first home, if you're wanting to refi, invest in the future. They are there to serve you and help you. You can give them a call at 615-671-9178, 615-671-9178, or go to valor.mortgage. Get pre-approved today, because when it matters most, you deserve a lender you can trust. Buy with confidence. Buy with Valor. Valor Mortgage. NMLS 1210804. DBA of Encore Lending Group. NMLS 1249911. Equal housing lender, subject to credit approval. Rates and terms subject to change without notice. Not a commitment to lend. And please always, let them know U-Turn sent you. All right. Lucy is in for Mandy Christensen, that is out for the chamber today because she's taking some well-deserved time off. And we are just continuing on with all the things going on at the White House chamber. What's next?
Okay, I actually only have one more thing, and then we can recap the other stuff.
Sure.
Marco's Pizza is scheduled to open in August. I have no idea where that's opening, actually, but people have been talking about it all
Marco's
over.
Pizza in White House. Okay.
That's
very good.
We need another pizza place, probably.
I love pizza. That's my favorite. In Mexico, one of the first things I wanted to do was go have pizza up in the mountains, up in the hills. We have a cool little place we go. But I love Marco's is, and then that's a chain.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a very established chain, and I love Marco's Pizza. So that is a great thing. But we'll get you a location on that, and just tell me the date on when they're opening again.
They're talking August, sometime in August, I think.
Okay. Marco's Pizza. So we'll look that up and see if we can find out about that. Marco's Pizza opening in White House. Let's go ahead and recap your schedule because we want to make sure everybody knows what's on schedule. And again, thank you to everybody that came out for all the 4th of July stuff. I know y'all had a great time out there. Y'all's weather cooperated, and that's always a good thing. But anyway, so what else? Let's go back through your schedule again.
Mike Gaines State Farm Annual Back to School Bash is Thursday, July 16th from 3:30 to 5:30 at the White House Splash Pad.
Okay.
Free backpack, food, giveaways, and there's shaved ice.
That's on the 16th,
Yes.
which is a Thursday.
Yes.
Okay. So that's next Thursday, guys. It's not this week. It's
Oh my gosh, that's coming up.
It's coming. And we're going to be back to school soon. You're a senior, right?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Last year.
Senior. Where are you going after you get out of high school?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking either Belmont or Vanderbilt right now.
Okay. Well, those both are very good schools. Very good
I
schools.
need to retake the ACT, though.
Okay.
My score isn't that low, but I want to get it up.
I got you. I understand. I was Lipscomb, so.
Ooh, yeah. That's
Rival to Belmont, but, anyway. But that'll be a great one for you. So what else have you got going? We've got the Back to School Bash next Thursday. And what's next?
Red, White, and Bloom, the Sunflower Festival, which is actually here in Springfield. It's July 10th, 11th, and 12th, so 3 days. So
Red
hopefully
River
you can
Farms.
fit it in. Yes.
Just get online and get your tickets.
Yep, admission is $15, so.
Great deal. You will have so much fun. So keep going.
Okay, Music Under the Stars is Friday, July 31st at 6 p.m. at the White House Amphitheater, and there's food trucks and live music and family fun. So you should definitely come have a good night with your family. It's a Friday night, I believe. Mm-hmm. The Investors Luncheon is featuring a State of Schools with Dr. Scott Langford and Dr. Danny Weeks. That is, oh my goodness, August 18th at 11:30, and it's catered by Boom Boom Q, and it's held at the City Hall in the community room.
What kind of food does Boom Boom Q do? Was
They do barbecue.
Like barbecue? That's right.
Yes.
I knew that.
Yes.
I knew that when you said that. I was like, okay, why am I not remembering that?
They have their store is kind of by Taco Bell and the hotels over in White House. Yeah,
for sure. Okay,
yeah, they're pretty good. And then we have Thrive, which is a women's luncheon. It's Tuesday, August 11th, and it doesn't have the time on here, but since it's a luncheon, I'm thinking 11, 12, somewhere around there.
And if you want to nominate somebody, you need to reach out immediately.
Yes.
And not sure of the cutoff on that. You might even be too late, but I would, it's a month out, so you might still be able to get a recommendation if there's somebody you want honored.
Yeah, go on our website, go to the directory, and look up events. Thrive is going to have, it's going to be really fun, and it's going to have a guest speaker, Nikki Burdine, I believe. And it's just a good way to feel good about yourself and have a good lunch with other women who are also probably at the same stage in life. We just got free Wi-Fi at the soccer complex in partnership with Cumberland Connect. So if you stop by the soccer complex, you're able to be there anytime. If you just want to listen to some music on a speaker while you're playing soccer.
Your connectivity will be wonderful.
Yes.
Thanks to Cumberland Connect.
Yes.
Is that one of the things, do you have to actually log in, or does it just pop up and you don't have to, do you have to do like an acceptance and all that kind of thing? Or
It should just log in,
Okay.
but it might be one of those things that's like,
you just have to click.
you have to like accept our terms of service, I think.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
I'll have to go out there and play with it and check it out, because I'm always curious about the public spaces where they have free Wi-Fi
Yeah.
and how that works and stuff. And so that's really cool.
I think it's interesting too.
Yeah, very good. And what else have you got?
Witt's Frozen Custard is now
Oh, love
open
it.
and running and doing very well. We had their ribbon cutting a week from today.
Here's your
last
Marco's
Tuesday.
address.
Okay, it's 520 off on Tennessee 76, so the highway.
And it says it's in the Highland Square. See right there where it says it's in Highland Square?
Opens.
So, yeah.
It says opens July 27th. So
Yeah, it's coming up. So there you go, because y'all got Marco's. We were talking about Marco's earlier, and I figured they probably already had an address popped up.
yeah, they
But it's coming up, and Marco's. There's a Marco's in Paducah that my mother, when my mother was still with us, she would always love for us to pick up pizza. It's really good. If you've not had,
I'm gonna have to try it.
It is super good, and you will love it. It'll be one of your favorites for sure.
That's over there by Kroger, so in that strip.
Yeah, in the Highlands. So very good.
And Longhorns is also planning on opening in early September, and they're over there by Publix in front of them. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, man, it's just so much cool stuff happening in our county. It is so cool. And White House is just a booming. But I'm going to be real curious to hear about the state of the schools reports, because there's a lot of chit chat about what's going to be built, when's it going to be built, is the next thing going to be built here in Springfield or in White House? Yeah. And we all have opinions on that. Yeah. I think that might be something that they'll touch on. I don't know. I haven't talked to Dr. Weeks about it, but I think that'll be something that'll be a subject of discussion at the State of the Schools event. Tell me again what the date of the State of the Schools is. I think it's
August 18th at 11:30.
So it's after school gets back in session. The backpack giveaway is next Thursday, and then that'll be like third week as we get into, somewhere in there, about halfway through that first month of school, which will be here before we blink. So get ready for it, y'all.
It's really soon.
I know. Are you ready? Are you ready to get back? Are you excited? It's your senior year.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just that schedule, it's just that kind of like, okay, what's next?
I like having a routine, but I also, it's the last year, so I have to do all my college applications.
Yes,
and all that
there's
stuff.
a lot of, you got all that going on. But your counselors will keep you in mind on that. They're going to remind you of all the things and keep you in check. I'll just say to all seniors, pay attention to what your counselors say, and when they say there's a deadline, just get on it. Don't put it off. Just get it done. Get it done, and that way you don't have to worry about it. Yeah. So, very good. Well, I'm excited for you. Anything else that we're missing?
I didn't mention the farmers market again.
Oh, yeah, let's do the farmers market again.
Every Wednesday, 3:30 to 7 at the White House Park, across from Ace Hardware and Sonic on that side of the road. It's over by us at the chamber, so we stop by.
Go by on your way to church. And pick up everything you need and share it with others, because it's all so wonderful. White House is just a booming, thriving community, and we just love all you do and appreciate it. Now, are you going to get to stay involved with the chamber at all once school starts?
Yes, I'll just work after school. It won't be as much, but I'm excited. Yeah.
Oh, good, because y'all done a great job. I know Mandy has really bragged on y'all a lot, so. Well, very good. Well, I'll look forward. You'll have to pop in here with me if you have anything for school that you need, because you're at White House, not White House Heritage.
Yeah, just White House.
Okay, very good. And I'm trying to remember my friends the Moores. What grade is she in? Josie's in
going to be a sophomore this year.
Okay, she's a lot younger than you. Okay, but we trying to keep. Oh, and y'all have got a new coach coming in too.
We have 22 new teachers. Yeah.
At what?
22.
What?
They keep posting them on our White House BDP Instagram. Every time I open my phone, there's a new teacher, and I'm like, we have a new coach. We have basically all of them are new coaches.
Well, I know this one. I know Coach McDonald.
Oh, yeah. He graduated recently.
Yeah. He is married to our sweet friend. And so we've really, he's just a great guy.
Good. I'm excited to meet him.
He's just exceptional. He's going to be one of your CTE teachers.
Oh, okay.
And he married the flower girl from my son's wedding. Little Maddie she was the flower girl from when my son that got married first got married. So yeah, I've watched her grow up. They're just a really sweet couple. We saw them on the 4th, and I was talking to him about his plans. But Jacob is going to be he's new basketball coach, I guess,
he
or
is?
assistant. I'm
I
not
think he's
sure.
business and marketing teacher,
Yeah, he's
right?
business and marketing teacher.
So does that mean he's running DECA? I think he is.
I'm guessing.
I'll have to talk to him about that.
I'm sure.
Well, if
'Cause
Owen was here,
that's stuff that you're involved in, right?
well, Owen is. He's super involved. And
well, you'll love Jacob, our
I'm excited to
Coach
meet him.
McDonald, and but he's wonderful. But I mean, he went to school there, so yeah. So he's a great guy. But yes, 22 new teachers.
Yeah, we've.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Want to teach guys? There's a lot of openings and things like that. We need teachers. Well, anything else before we wrap up? I need to do an ad. Then I'm going to get on the phone. Get our city mayor on and Mayor Corbitt and have a conversation with him about the state of the White House and the city. Anything else?
I don't have anything else.
Oh, well, you come in and see me, okay? When you get stuff going at school, y'all come in and visit. If you have some club projects and stuff, we'll talk about
I definitely will.
I kind of figured. Well, good deal. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you, Lucy. All good, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Thank you so much. And you tell Mandy I said hello.
Okay, I will.
I'll let you make your way out, and I'm going to go ahead and start talking about my friends Barry and Rebecca Richards with Exit Prime Realty, celebrating a big anniversary. They had their wedding anniversary. So excited. I got to hang out with them on Friday. Like I said, theirs was the event in Cross Plains. Unfortunately, we had a lot of rain come in, but that's okay. We had a lot of fun right there in the Kilgore barn and just visited and got to talk to Barry and Rebecca about all the things. Brandy Hastings was there. She's part of Exit Prime as well. And, one of the big things is what we were talking about whenever we were talking about Valor a moment ago. One of the first things they're going to tell you to do when you come to the table and you want to buy a home is they're going to say, you need to find out how much home you can buy. And they're going to recommend people like Valor for you to go and talk to make sure that you know exactly what your budget's going to, what will fit your budget. Because when you start looking for a home, you don't really want to start looking until you know that number, because otherwise you're just going to get your heart broken. But you can reach out to them and they will help you figure all the things out, whether it's buying or selling, or if you want to be a realtor, if you want to come in and be a part of Exit Prime Realty, they'd love to have you. Barry is the broker. He has an office here in town. Rebecca has her White House office, her agency office, and they have a broker up in White House that can even broker deals in Kentucky still, because a lot of people, they like living right across the border, a little bit more affordable. Anything that you're looking at, anything that you're wanting to do in real estate, they are the ones you're going to want to talk to. Barry and Rebecca Richards and Brandy Hastings. Exit Prime Realty, they specialize in Roberts County properties because they've been here for 30 years. But like myself, they're originally from Kentucky. So they specialize in Roberts County properties, but also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky. Rebecca was one of the first in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist. So she specializes in all things for those that are trying to downsize, do a little something different. She can help you with that. And the big advice there, she'll tell you, don't wait until you think you need to do it. Get ahead of it, because she goes, most people wait until it's more difficult. So if you think that's something you're going to want to do, get ahead of it and start it sooner than you think. And if you have questions, just reach out to them. Here's their number, 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425 or 7424, or go to sellwithbecky.com, or robertsoncounty.com. And as always, we like to say, be sure and let them know that U-Turn sent you. We are going to see if we can't get on the phone now with Mayor John Corbitt from the city of White House, giving him a call right now and seeing if we can't get on and get a update. Mayor.
This is John.
Hey, Mayor, how are you doing?
Hey, good, LaVern. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you for getting on the phone with us this morning. Everything going good up in White House?
Everything's great in White House.
I hear y'all had a great event on Saturday.
We did. We think there were a little over 6,000 people there.
Oh,
Great
wow.
fireworks show, great concert.
Well, and the rain stayed away for y'all.
The rain stayed away. I think the night before some other cities had some issues, but yeah, we were good on Saturday.
Very, very good. So awesome. So as you're, kind of setting up for this last month of summer, are y'all kind of taking a little bit of a break, or are you busier than ever?
No breaks here. We're busy.
So, well, what kind of stuff did y'all cover at the mayor and alderman meeting?
So this one was somewhat of a light meeting. The two highlights, we had a local high school student who we recognized for her academic and athletic achievements. She was the first person, I think, in White House history to go to state finals in tennis at the state level. So
Very
that
cool.
was impressive. She's also involved in Beta Club and several other things at school, but Isabel Ramirez is her name. And we're real proud of her and her accomplishments and her representation of the city.
Awesome.
So we did that. And then the two other things, we had a second reading on an ordinance to adopt some changes to our codes. The existing codes were probably over 20 years old and really needed some. We started looking at maybe tweaking it and decided just an overhaul is the best way to go. So that was probably a year-long effort by staff and some consultants to help put that together, but happy to have that in place now. It helps our team kind of enforce our codes a little bit better. And then we adopted our budget for the upcoming fiscal year, which actually started the 1st of July. So
Okay.
two big pieces. Kind of not exciting or sexy, but it's important stuff to get done.
Got to cross those T's and dot those I's, right?
We do.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. So, well, very good. What else did you have covered in the meeting?
Those were really the highlights. I mean, there was a small animal control issue that we voted on. I guess years ago, for some reason, they had taken cats out of the mix for animals that are not allowed to run at large. Recently, we've had some issues with cats.
That's hysterical. Jerry talked a lot about that when he was in here last, and I had no idea that cats. So now cats cannot run loose in White House, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's now part of the ordinance where cats have got to be either kept inside or enclosed somewhere.
Okay.
Can't run the neighborhood.
Gotta leash them. That's hysterical. Well, and I mean, we were joking about that. That's why I'm kind of, teasing. Yeah. But here's the thing. If you're in one of these really close neighborhoods and your neighbor's got a cat and they're out there scratching up your flowers and things like that, and it's a problem. And so as much as we kind of joke about it, it is an issue when you're in these close-knit neighborhoods. And
it absolutely is.
Yeah.
That was kind of what was happening. We had one particular house that had 8 or 9 cats that were just tearing up people's mulch and flowers.
Well, sure. Yeah, there's nothing more fun than when you're out pulling weeds and you don't have a cat, and all of a sudden you got your mulch is being used as their litter box from next door. That's not nice. So you have to fix these things. That's when you live in close proximity, y'all got to work together. Yep. So I get it, but we had some fun talking about it. Leashing your cats when you go out. So, but that's great. That's great. I have a couple of cats. I have a few cats. But I live out in the country and we have barns and all that kind of thing. So it's a little different situation, but anything else? I mean, with one thing that Lucy was telling me about, you've got the State of the Schools event coming up in August where we're going to get an update on all things school. Was there much talk about anticipating school construction, those types of things? Because, that's a hot topic with everyone right now, because we know that there's going to be some built, and what's going to be first did y'all talk anything about that at all?
Yeah, I've not talked about that with Mandy, but it should be an interesting meeting. I'm sure that question will come up. I've heard rumors that Robertson County has got some property or looking at some property on the kind of the west side of White House for a school at some point, but as far as timing goes, hopefully we'll learn more at this meeting. Gotcha.
Well, it's property that was already part of the original purchase. I mean, it's property they already own, is my understanding.
There's that. They've also, from what I understand, is looking at something else further west.
Okay.
That's just my understanding.
Okay, interesting. Well, that's just with, we're just in the last month of summer here, summer break, and we'll be back at school in 4 weeks. And I know that's, you kind of set it aside during the summer, but I know that's going to be, as we just pack it all in and these kids, and we just get more and more kids in these schools, it's something we all have to look at, so very.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And it's hard to believe the summer's almost over.
I know. It's all good. It just flies right by. But that's one thing that, we went through with Lucy, all the different events coming up. You got your back to school bash next Thursday that's happening. Does the city have anything to do with that, or do y'all let the chamber and all the folks handle that?
I think the chamber
Yeah.
kind of runs with that one.
Right. Right. Do y'all have any big?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do y'all have any events coming up that are that y'all are specific with? Because
the
Go.
fourth was the big one.
Right. Are you guys involved with the music under the stars that y'all do, or is that a chamber event too?
It's a chamber event, but I attend when I can. I went
Okay.
to one they had last month. It was a Jimmy Buffett
Yeah.
band. I'm a big Buffett fan, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, they're doing the Judds. Here come the Judds this time is what they were telling us. So we've got the Judd tribute band coming up for this event. But
There's a ton of people that showed up to the last one, so I'm excited. Glad we have that amphitheater and can put it.
It is a great space. It is a great space if you've not seen it. It is just wonderful. And we also were talking about the Wi-Fi that's now at the soccer field. That you have Wi-Fi thanks to Cumberland Connect, so that's another thing. Just a lot happening for you guys in White House, but
it's been a great partner, but we've got some big other stuff coming up. We've got one of our aldermen decided he was a former firefighter, former police officer, had decided to retire from that and become a pastor, and then he ran for alderman this last go around and was on the board. Decided he wanted to go back to being a police officer, so he had to step down from his position as alderman, and so we're in the process now of we actually tonight have a study session to interview all of the people that have applied for his open spot. So we'll do the interviews tonight, and then we'll vote on a replacement at the July Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting here in a couple of weeks. So there's that's exciting. We hated to lose Jeremy, but we've got some good candidates I think that have applied, and excited to get somebody on there that'll help. And then of course the other big thing is replacing Jerry. I don't know if you replace Jerry, but he's got big shoes to fill. But
yes.
Anyway, we've hired a firm to help us do a nationwide search, and we've starting to sift through some of those resumes that have come in, and hopefully the next 3 months we'll have a replacement in place for Jerry.
When is his last day? Because I mean, it's like this month, isn't it?
It is. I think it's 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's done. Well, because whenever we were talking last month about whether he was coming in, for this show, he's like, nope. So he said he felt confident that you would get on with me and give me an update. So we appreciate it very much. But he's a fun one. We're going to miss him for sure. He's just done so much for so many years. So, but
really has.
Yeah, so it's going to be real interesting to see who slides into that position. Now, you mentioned your mayor and alderman stepping down. I know we had situations where we had a county commissioner that passed away, and then they had to replace him. So the county commissioners and mayors and aldermen and all that, they all have their own set of rules that they work by. So how will this work with your alderman? Y'all are voting for a replacement, which is usually what happens when there's an interruption during term. When will that term come up for a vote, and then that will be an opportunity for people to throw their hat into the ring if they don't get the nod this time, correct?
Yeah, and this was really interesting. It was kind of our understanding at the beginning. So Jeremy was elected last year.
Okay.
And so he was just 1 year into his 4-year term.
Oh, okay.
So normally his next cycle would have been 2028. Sorry.
Yeah.
So he's two years in. The election commission has told us, so it was our understanding that whoever we appoint would just fill out the rest of his term.
Right.
And they said, no, you've still got time before the November election this year. So what's going to happen is we'll appoint somebody this month, and then they will have to turn right around and run in November. So it's kind of a short window.
Okay.
We selected.
So there'll be a special election then to replace. Well, when they are elected, do what now?
Yeah. It's not a special election. I'll be on the ballot for my second term as mayor in November, and then wards 1 and 2, which is there are two different wards, they'll be on the ballot. But this ward 3 that we're backfilling will be on the ballot as well. So it's sort of it's going to be strange change for whoever we appoint because they're going to have to turn right around and
Right.
run again. And,
Yeah, so special election isn't really the appropriate term, but it is for this alderman position. It's
Correct.
one that shouldn't be coming up for term. So for that single position, it would be a special. But now, so will then they, when they're elected, will they just finish out the term, or will this start a 4-year term?
no, that's the other thing is that they'll have to. They'll finish out the 2-year term.
Oh.
They'll have to run again in 2 years.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a little
That's-
unusual, but
Yeah. Okay. And it can be different in different areas. I mean, it's always interesting. That's a conversation that I have with Ryan, our city manager here in Springfield, about how, the rules that, they work with are similar but different from, different cities, and they all vote on them. But that's the beauty of it, is that independence that each city and county has to be able to say, this is how we want to do it here, and what works.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
We've got, like I said, I think 7 applicants.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of interest. People are, wanting to get involved and help, and I think it's great.
Very good. So this is happening, and your next mayor and alderman meeting is when this will happen, correct?
That's when we'll vote on it. Yes, ma'am. We have our study session tonight to interview them all.
Gotcha. So remind people when you have your mayor and alderman meeting, and is this something that people can come and attend, or do they need to see it online? How does your meeting work? Is it open to the public?
Yeah. Absolutely open to the public. We'd love to have people come. One of the first things I did when I got elected was do a public comment period where people could come, even if it's not on the agenda. If they've got something they want to talk about that's going on with the city, they're welcome to come and address the board with their concerns. But it's the third Thursday of every month at 7:00, City Hall. Definitely encourage people to get involved. If you can't be there, we do have a really great online system that we installed a year ago where it's really user friendly. You can go on the city website, pull up the video, and then if there's a particular item that you're interested in and you don't want to watch the whole boring meeting, you can just click the link for that item and it'll take you right to that point in the video.
Okay. Very good. Awesome. So how long do your meetings usually run? Do y'all have like a typical time?
Typically 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, okay.
Every once in a while, if we've got a really heavy agenda or something that warrants a lot of discussion, it'll go longer. But
Gotcha. Well, very good. Anything else that you want to cover? I know that Mandy did, or not Mandy, but Lucy mentioned that you got Longhorn, you got Marco's, you got all these businesses that they're getting ready to open up. That's exciting too.
It is exciting, and we've got some other companies that are looking. It's still too early to say who and where, but yeah, we've got some exciting stuff coming. Witt's custard place just opened up a few weeks ago, and yeah, it's some exciting things.
Some wonderful things happening for White House, and of course, this is something Jerry mentions a lot: is road construction. What's the road that goes over there behind Walmart? Calissa?
Wilkinson Lane.
Yeah.
There's Calissa and then Wilkinson.
Right.
Wilkinson is on the schedule to be paved this summer, early fall.
Okay.
So that should start here soon, and then the Calista Road widening is probably what Jerry was referencing.
Right. That's a big one.
Yeah, we're acquiring the right of way that we need, and that should start. That project should start this fall, early winter.
And one thing he said about the right of ways, don't be too hard on the homeowners, because people are like, well, why don't you just, sign to get all this done? But what Jerry was explaining is a lot of the times it's the mortgage holder. And it's because they don't want to have a lien on the property, and you have to deal with it's not the owner. So don't think it's that. A lot of the times it's the mortgage holder that is dragging their feet on this stuff, and then you have to get a court order, and you have to get it condemned. You have to do all these things just to get an easement through these properties. Well, and actually, if you're widening the road, you are taking possession of some property, but it is a process. So don't be too hard on the homeowners and all the people, because there's so much to that when it comes to, trying to get that eminent domain and do those, widening projects the way you have to do it. So, but he did talk about that.
Yeah, we settled with a lot of the homeowners, but to your point, a lot of the mortgage companies were just not willing to work with us, and there's a process for that, which we've already started. So we'll have the judge issue a condemnation order and move
Right.
forward.
And you'll be able to get on with it and get it done. Because I know that's a big. I had a friend that used to live out there and lived on that road, and oh my goodness, busy road.
Yeah.
But and it's just getting busier all the time. It's a great area to live, and just some wonderful properties back there. But there's a lot to do. Anything else that you want to cover before we finish up our time together?
I would just encourage people to get out and vote. I know we've got county elections coming up and the governor primary next month. And I think early voting starts a little later in July. So encourage people to get out and vote. And then, of course, in November, you municipal elections and then your federal. So just really important that everybody participate and make their voice heard.
So you're on the ballot in November, or are you on the primary?
No, we're nonpartisan at the city level, so I'll be on the ballot in November.
Okay, very good. Or do you have opposition this year?
I don't know, not yet.
Okay.
I've checked the report the other day, and nobody yet. But if I'm fortunate enough to serve another term, maybe it'll be my last. So
well, very good.
It'll be time for somebody else to step in and take over.
Yeah, well, you be sure and come in and visit with me. Maybe next month with Mandy, we can get you in studio.
Yeah. Absolutely. Love to be there again.
Love to do that. All right. Mayor Corbitt visiting with us from the city of White House. Always good to talk with you, sir.
Thank you. You as well, LaVern. Have a good day.
You too. God bless you. Thank you for joining us this morning. And bye. You have a great day. And as we kind of wrap up a few things, I wanted to have a few minutes to remind you of some real important stuff going on. And I cannot say enough. We had Danny in, of course, yesterday, along with the director of music for the show, Belle Stewart. Danny Ashley and Belle Stewart were in yesterday. Making hands. This is something that Danny and he started talking to me about this, oh goodness, a couple of years ago. And as soon as I heard the synopsis of what the play was about, I was excited about it. And I also am very excited that, the Robertson County Players, they have been working with the middle school over at Coopertown, and that's where they've been doing a lot of their plays. So this is going to be the first production back in the historic theater at Innovation Academy, which is, of course, the old Springfield High School. I had an event that I did there back when I was still full-time radio up in Nashville. I think we had a beauty pageant or something that we hosted, myself and Chris Kelly, if I'm not mistaken. And this has been many years ago in that theater. And I was impressed with that theater then. And it's been through a big renovation. They've done some renovations at the school. And so they're going to do a big ribbon cutting on the Friday. And I'm not sure if it's for a ribbon cutting just to emphasize some of the renovations that's happened at Innovation Academy, or if it's just a ribbon cutting for the play. But they're going to have a ceremony at 6:30 that they want to invite you out to. And what's really cool about this play is they're going to record it so it can be used in the schools to teach the kiddos about their history. This is an original play by Mark Edens, and everything I've heard about it is absolutely fabulous. But this is in the Robertson County Players, Community Spirit, the Robertson County Historical Society, and the Rural Arts Cooperative. So these are 4 different nonprofits that are coming together to present this historical performance called Making Hands. A lot of people are asking about that title. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. How that we had the title is a little confusing, I know, but Making Hands is when you have a hand of tobacco. And when they would do the strip stuff, they would go in and strip tobacco and get it ready to hang in the barn and to cure it or do whatever. But you'd make a hand of tobacco. So with the history that we have in tobacco production in Robertson County, I think it's a quite appropriate title. But I'm super excited to see the play. My plan is to be there Friday night. Unless something comes up with one of my grandkids, we're going to be there for that ribbon cutting and then see the play on Friday night. I'm super excited about it. I know it's going to be fabulous. It is a musical. And if you've been to any musical, in Robertson County, you know that because of the close proximity to Nashville, of course, the amount of talent in this area is absolutely phenomenal. The folks, you can go to the Robertson County Players site, and they have got a feature about the cast that you're going to find in the play, and it goes through each one of them's resume and different things that they've done. So you should be super excited about it. They have a special ticket price for teachers, $15. And so you can go, and just a great deal. You're going to want to be a part of this, but please, please, please make plans to make this just a super successful play and learn more about your county. The times, they're going to have 7:00 shows Friday and Saturday night this week, and Friday and Saturday night next week. And then they're going to have a 2 p.m. matinee this Sunday and next Sunday. So get out to see Making Hands, and you can go to robertsoncountyplayers.org to get your tickets, or again, you can get that special ticket price if you're a teacher, and we want to really invite you out to be a part of that. And again, I'm going to talk to you about the theater. I was so disappointed that I couldn't be there when they had the opening night. I really wanted to see Toy Story. We didn't make it back in time to see Toy Story, but we got there this weekend to see Minions and Monsters. Your kids are going to love it. Super cute movie. But the Capitol Theater, they have done a phenomenal job. You can get, what's really cool, you can go on to Capitol Theater, Springfield, Tennessee, and you can buy your tickets ahead of time. That's what we did. My daughter-in-law got online and bought all of our tickets this weekend, like on Saturday, I guess. We bought the tickets. And so we knew exactly where we were going to sit. It's none of that, oh, I got to get there so I can get a good seat. You pick your seat. So you know where you're going to sit. You can go in and buy your popcorn bucket. There was a lot of folks in there Sunday just to get the popcorn bucket. They're like, hey, I'm coming to the movie because I got to have one of these popcorn buckets. And I don't know if they're limited or not, but you get this. And then it's good for the rest of the year for a $5 refill. It's $25, but you're supporting a local business, and we all need to do that. So I mean, it is a great deal. And all the local kids are in there working. I just love it. It's just, it was just a lot of fun going in and seeing all that they've done. It's absolutely beautiful. If you're on the main floor in the theater, they've got new seating there. And then if you go up to the first balcony, they got the first and the second balcony. And I didn't really understand how that was laid out, but they've got the first balcony, and then they've got a barrier, just like a wall. And then they've got the second balcony. So if you want balcony seating and you want the fancy seats, they've got that in the second balcony, but in that first balcony, they have the authentic seats from the original theater. So it's just cool. It's got that historical effect, and if you really want that feel sitting up in the balcony, you can have that with that historical seating there, but then they've got the plush seating downstairs and up in the second balcony, and they've even got a concession stand in the second, or in that first balcony area. If you're familiar with the theater, they always had the bathrooms were upstairs. Well, now they have a downstairs bathroom. They still have their upstairs bathroom, and then they have a concession stand up there when it's super busy. So they've got 2 concession stands that they can run, but it's just great. Get out to the theater, guys. You got Minions and Monsters going on right now. So I just wanted to really encourage you in these last few weeks of summer to do the local thing. Get to our play, Making Hands. Get out to the theater. Go support our new Spring Capitol Theater. It's new, but it's historical. And this is something one of my kids mentioned, and we'll have to get Michael on the phone and mention this to him. They would love to see a history of the theater on your webpage. And maybe it's there and we just didn't find it, but we'd love to see, because inside the theater, there's historical looking stuff up. But we would love to have something on the website that kind of gave the history of the theater. Maybe that's something I'll talk to Bill Jones about. He'll be in next Monday to do our History Monday, but that might be a challenge for him to say, okay, give me the history of Capitol Theater. And then, boy, it would be really cool to have that archive somewhere on the new Capitol Theater website. But that's what we have for today. Tomorrow, we're going to start out with a presentation of the Declaration of Independence. This is something that they have been asked to do nationally. And so we've got Becky is coming in to do that for us. And she's going to take the first part of the show to do that. It's Declaration of Independence on July 8th, and it's a special day. They're going to talk more about that. But Becky Wall will be here with Becky Burton. Gunn or Becky Gunn. So the Beckys are going to be in from Daughters of the American Revolution to talk about the Declaration of Independence. And they're going to make that presentation in the morning. And then we will talk to them from staypositive.news for the rest of the show. So jam-packed show. We've got full shows all week. Hope you'll be a part of it. I appreciate you being here, and thank you for joining us. This is 1100 WSGI. God bless you. Have a wonderful day, y'all.